Hello everyone, welcome to Virtual Police in Future Conference GPM 512. My name is Ahmad Hamid. I'm a police officer at Maldives Police Service, currently working in forensic department as a fingerprint analyst. The topic that I have chosen is future policing in the Maldives with the aid of unmanned aerial system or drone technology. I will start with the contents of the presentation. Firstly, in the beginning of this presentation, I would like to provide a brief overview about Maldives Police Service, and we'll be talking about the emerging technologies that have adopted in the current working practice of Maldives Police Service, and also how the technology is impacting policing in Maldives, how Maldives Police Service has broadened its scope of detecting crimes and improving criminal investigations by using the help of innovative technologies. My proposed idea for the future of policing in Maldives is to integrate drone technology in solving crimes. Additionally, in this presentation, I will provide little more details about specific use of drones in policing and law enforcement. And I will be discussing about the implications and challenges faced by police during implementation process by using SWOT analysis. At last, the conclusion. Background. Maldives Police Service. Maldives Police Service is the main law enforcement agency in Maldives responsible to uphold the law and order. And the fundamental objectives of Maldives Police Service is to reduce crime, reduce fear of crime, and to ensure property protections and assist the community during crisis and disaster situations. Keeping peace throughout the Maldives is one of the most important part of policing in Maldives. Since the beginning, the police have been there ensuring the complete protection of every Maldivian citizens and to serving each person with the utmost care and considerations. This primary objective has never changed. But the environment around policing is changing rapidly. I mean, the way of delivering police service to the public has taken on many different forms and facets in the last decade. New strategies and new technologies are being introduced to tackle crimes. With these transformations, the police are facing new challenges. For instance, the nature of crimes are changing with the use of technologies. Crimes are also using Criminals are also using technological innovations and finding better and advanced techniques to commit crimes, so that the Maldives Police Service must evolve and adapt in order to improve its service and perform its legal obligations. Indeed, the optimizing the use of technology is very vital. How technology is impacting policing in Maldives? The question is why technologies are important in the policing context. Well, it is because many criminals are using new technologies to commit more sophisticated crimes. For example, these days many drug dealers are using different forms of social media applications for communication. And in order to respond that, the police are using wiretap investigation to locate the suspect. In this way, the technologies are very essential tool that we could use in the field of policing and law enforcement. As we all know that Maldives Police Service have adopted a lot of cutting-edge technologies, especially in the field of forensic and crime scene investigations. Recently, we have heard about the murder of a taxi driver in Gurmale. In this case, after several days of investigation, the police identified the suspect with the help of fingerprint identification and DNA analysis. Similarly, there are many other crimes that police have solved with the use of these technologies. New tools have been introduced in MPS to maximize operating efficiency in recent years. It includes CCTV surveillance, speed guns, body-worn cameras, social media, and online crime reporting as a fundamental phase of digital policing. With the help of these technologies, several serious and major crimes and traffic accidents are being solved. Maldives Police Service continues to expand the CCTV presence throughout the country as we have installed the speed detection cameras in Cinemale and highway between Cinemale Bridge and the highway between Male and Hurmale. These cameras will allow police to track vehicle plate numbers and make it easy for police to do the job. And there are newly introduced body-worn cameras which could help preventing and escalating of conflict and the police search and arrests because they moderate the behavior of police and those they are dealing with. The rise of social media notably impact the way of policing communication with the public and with the media. The use of these technologies are very vital if the police are going to stay step ahead of the criminals. Along with these advanced softwares, hardwares and communications, enforcement and investigative tools becoming increasingly mobile centric. The idea is to equip officers with the newest and most agile tools so that they can be readily applied in the field. The advent of these tools is to expect help with the staff shortage that we are facing in many departments of Maldives Police Service. The future of policing in Maldives. Integrating drone policing into Maldives Police Service. As I said before, the police technologies are shaping the future of law enforcement. New technologies have brought a lot of significant changes to the law enforcement authorities around the world. Therefore, I believe that introducing drone policing in Maldives will be a great advantage in responding to multiple police tasks. Unmanned aerial system or the drones. Unmanned aerial system or drone is to be used without a human on board. Drones can be remote controlled or poorly automated. The application of drones equipped with optical zoom or thermal cameras which allow police officers to be more efficient and effective while performing the job. Drone and cameras technology allows police officers to have a better vantage point during time of chaotic situations where deploying officers to the ground is too risky. With advancement in drone technology, specifically nets, it may be now be possible to deploy autonomous drones to assist officers within progress call for service. Drones could be used to provide officers with real-time information, making their job more safer and increasing the efficiency of crime solving and documentation tasks. Well, drone assist law enforcement authorities to control crimes proactively. It helps police officers to get the aerial perspective of possible and crime scene analysis remotely. This gives the investigations another angle they might miss on a traditional inspection. Well, this advanced technology is quickly becoming the commonplace in the skies of law enforcement authorities around the world. In US, 347 law enforcement agencies in 43 states are using drones to assist the officers in the field. And in United States, with an increase in number of officers killed in the line of duty, implementing drone technology made an advantage for officer safety. Other than US, several other countries around the world are using drones in policing and law enforcement. I believe This could be a great tool for Maldives Police Service to start a drone program in the next 5 years of period. Specific uses for unmanned aerial system in policing. Police agencies are using drones to perform many tasks such as in the search and rescue operations, traffic accident reconstructions, crime scene analysis, surveillance, crowd monitoring, and also in responding to natural disasters or man-made disasters and many other forms of crimes. Despite this wide range of use cases, most law enforcement agencies currently deploying drones are using them only for pre-planned operations and scene documentations because the implications of using drones is huge concerns in the public. Well, this technology allows police to expand the way that they are performing the job and make it easy, gives us advantages to enforce the law and order. Traffic accident reconstructions. I'm going to explain you how drone could assist in the traffic accident scenes. For many years, police investigators at crash scenes, the traffic scenes, used chalk mark, tape measurements, and the roller wheels to record the measurements and skid marks to help them assess what happened in the accident. More recently, many have used laser scanning tool to map the scene, but often those measurements can take long hours and it will delay the process of processing the scene. And now, a lot of agencies are turning to unmanned aerial system to do that work. Remote pilots send up the drones. The combination of drones and 3D mapping software allows investigators to quickly and efficiently to create 3D rendering of actual crash site instead of manual recreating from the ground photos and painstaking manual measurements. Crime scene analysis. In a similar way, during crime scene investigations, it offers the best opportunity to get a detailed view of the crime scenes more efficiently without contaminating the evidence. Same like traffic scenes investigations, drones with the right mapping software can quickly create extremely detailed 3D maps of crime scenes that allows police to quickly clear out the actual crime scene while providing objective missions, critical evidence for the officers to study in full depth. Well, a great example of a crime scene is homicide investigation. Police can use drones in crowd monitoring as well. For example, in a larger gathering or a protest, the drone allows police officers to see the crowds if someone commits a crime and run into mass of people. The aerial view of the drones allows the police to track the suspect through crowd without endangering any innocent bystanders. The same perspective allows police to see if there is anyone in the crowd that may need assistance and is otherwise incapable of notifying the authorities. Drone can zoom to areas of interest and the ability to remotely assess the evolving situation in a protest. In this little video clip, you will see how the UAE police are using drones in order to deal with COVID-19 pandemic.
हर एक की हिफाजत के लिए, क्योंकि आप बहुत अहम हैं और हमारे मालिक हैं जो चाहते हैं
Kindly stay home, avoid gathering, and stay away from everything that puts you and your family at risk with our wishes to everyone to be safe. حفاظا على صحة الجميع وسلامتهم فضلا لا أمرا لأنك مهم ولأنك جزءا من مجتمع يريد لك الحياة والعافية. ابتعد عن كل ما يعرضك وأفراد أسرتك للخطر. Kindly stay home, avoid gathering and stay away from everything that puts you and your family at risk with our wishes to everyone to be safe. حفاظا على صحة الجميع وسلامتهم فضلا لا أمرا لأنك مهم ولأنك جزءا من مجتمع يريد لك الحياة.
SWOT analysis of implementing drones in Maldives Police Service. When we look into strengths and opportunities, it includes detecting crimes and solving crimes, provide tactical assistance to the departments, and this technology is a smarter way to solve crimes. And another benefit of operating drones in law enforcement is the power cost versus manned aerial assets. Since we do not have a police helicopter in Maldives Police Service, therefore we could use the drone to enhance the certain operations for less cost. Weakness and threats. Apart from the various advantages associated with drones, there are so many implications and challenges in implementing drone program. Firstly, Maldives do not have a comprehensive law to use drones in law enforcement sector. Secondly, privacy concern. There is a lot of controversy stemming from the use of police drones with camera because they cause the general public to worry about their overall privacy. It can cause quite a scandal if you are minding your business in your own backyard and you are unwillingly caught on the tape. Aerial disturbance crashes. Even with the most skilled pilot, drone can crash and cause a lot of damages to the surrounding area and cause disturbance to other aircraft in the sky. And it could be a threat for security. Within the planning and implementation process, we must agree that drones do have vulnerabilities. Like all other technologies, drones are subject to unauthorized intrusions. There is a possibility arise that they can be hijacked without proper security control in place. In the past few years, law enforcement trust has come into question that a lot of things have made headlines about officers being unfair or just being bad people in general. Now more than ever, law enforcement is under massive scrutiny by the public, so a rise in drones could possibly make the situation worse. In implementing a drone program and writing policies, our organization must make sure to follow all the constitutional regulations, as it could result in officers being charged with violating laws or civil liberties. That is why it is very essential for Maldives Police Service to clearly communicate drone purpose and policies with the public. The local community need to be able to trust that police won't use drone to spy on them or harm them. Good policies are important in making our organization use of drones doesn't violate citizens' rights. Without public support, implementation of drone policy will never get off the ground because the negative stigma around the drones it wise to over communicate. Therefore, police need to work with citizens to establish rational policy for drones. We need to aware public about the drone in policing. Just as important, internal leadership must be present and supportive of change without a foundation understanding of technology being implemented. It is impossible for leaders to understand and deal with the problem and subsequent resistance inherent in change. Thank you and have a good day.